Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. I've been working with papers and laces and fabrics and goodies like that, dyeing them different ways for the past several days. And you all know in the past when I dye something, I'm not precise because a lot of people say, like with the avocado dye, I used 4 avocados with the skins, with the seeds, and then I left it on for 20, this is one time when I just say, oh, I just do it. You know what I mean? And this part is just me doing something for the first time ever. Now, this all started because I had to tea dye some file folders and for my next project, and that is going to be for a giveaway, but that's going to be in the future because it's going to take me a while. I promise you, I'm doing something I've never done before. Worked with altered file folders before, but not like this. And so then I said, you know, I've been meaning to try food dye on some items, and I was trying to get, for this project, I was trying to get a certain color of blue-green. And so I did it with the food dyes, and it did not come out the way I wanted at all, but it came out cool, and I'll show you all that in my next video. So I was working on this stuff, and Handsome came down and said, you should do a video. And I said, baby, it's not precise, it's not exact, and I'm doing my own thing with it, even though I got the idea. I'll show you who she is, and it is Clemmy's Creations here on YouTube. And I clicked on that video, and she had a great idea. I wouldn't even think of this, and I've been working with paint since I was a teenager, earlier probably. So Clemmy was saying, okay, the reason she did her video, and I'm going to link the video itself down below, okay? I did go ahead and sub to Clemmy because she's good and I like her. So she said her whole reason for showing this was I found a way to do it for less money. Because, you know, a lot of us, and she had them too, a lot of us have the glimmer mist that we do dyeing with, which I'm going to do too. That's why it's down here. I'm in the kitchen. We have the dilution ink sprays. We have our, let's see, where's another one? We have our distress spray stains, you know, that we do so much with. Well, Clemmy was saying, hey, you know how you can get these at Walmart for 50 cents or 75 cents. They're just acrylic paints. They are the apple barrel. This one is in Princess Pink, and that's what I'm working with here. Princess Pink right here. Let me show you. I'm sorry the lighting's like this, but remember I'm in the kitchen. This is as good as it's going to get. Whoa, hello there. Let me show you the cap. It is a pink, but it has just a teeny tiny bit of blue in it, y'all. And when you are dealing with watering it down to use as a dye, you're going to get, I think you might see it right here. You can see a little tiny bit of blue in it, which looks like a lavender pink when you dilute it. And one thing that Clemmy had said is take warm water. Well, I took hot because you know me. I gotta play with stuff like that. This is when Handsome calls me this little scientist because I'm like, ooh, what would happen if you did this? She told me warm, so I'm gonna do hot. Mine was boiling actually. And so it's a cup of water, and here's where this is where I'm not great to tell you all how much I put in, because I don't remember. She gives you an example. Here's what I ended up with. Now, of course, it's cold now, and you can see the paint is wanting to settle. And we are working with this paintbrush, which is from Plaid. I'm pretty sure I got this. I've had it a while. I'm pretty sure I got it at Walmart. And what you can do to make sure any settlement of your paint down here, just keep swooshing it around. And yes, isn't that a gorgeous pink? I agree with you. But you know, when you're dealing with papers and laces and fabrics and stuff like that, you're going to get different colors all around. And my next video, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the dye I worked with, and I'm going to show you the results. It shocked me so much. Handsome didn't believe me when I showed him. He said, I was like, yeah, I'm not pulling your leg this time. I'll pull it later. So, here we go. We've got this, like I said, the apple barrel. This is just a acrylic paint, but this is the satin, y'all. So this is one that a lot of times you would use with on your furniture, or if you had a wooden plaque or little wooden chimes or something like that that you wanted to paint. And this is the satin finish. Okay. So Clemmy was saying, take a cup of water, and then she showed you. She had a styrofoam cup, and you put so much in, and if you want, you know, a different, or you want more concentrated, you put a little more, which is what I ended up. I put a little in, then I ended up putting that much and a little bit more, so I doubled it, okay, and a little bit more than doubled it. So then what I did, I'll show you in my next video how the laces stuff come up once they're dry, and the fabric. But when it came to the paper, what she was saying to do is just brush it on, just, you know, and just brush it on, leave it to dry, and it's all good. And hers look great, but you know me. If you've been here before, you'd be like, oh, Corn. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do, not tons, but I'm going to do some. And this is just your copy paper, 20 pound. And I forget who this is from, but I got it at Walmart. And so I went ahead and dipped them, you know, front and back in the solution. And I have like a cookie baking tray, and I just emptied this in there. Okay, so then I just dipped front, dip the back, and then you hold up by the corner, let the other drip, but I didn't let it drip entirely so that I could get, let me see if this is going to let you see, this is trying to dry at the bottom. Hope you can see how the paint has made great little circles and things that look like amoebas. Stuff like that on there. Okay. So I liked it, and I had the oven at 300 degrees, and then what I did was when I would take the top one off, you know, and then put the other ones back, I was like, I like it, but am I in love? No. And I knew, since I was working with watered down paint, acrylic paint, that, you know, you can do something more with it. Now, where these are all going after, you'll see what I do with them, is in the other room, which is the laundry room. I have a large garbage bag on the floor because the floor is old and it is very washable in there. And I just have these lined up drying naturally, okay? Because can't do it outside because we have, I don't know how many feet of snow out there. So that's what's happening after I do this. So what I did, oven, then take the top 3 actually off. I'm down to 2 now, and lined them up here on, this is wax paper doubled, lined them up here, and just went over them again with, since this is closest, we'll do this one, with the watered down paint, okay? And my, as you'll see, my wax paper is all nice and wrinkled now because of doing this over and over and over. And so I don't mind this, because if I'm not crazy about the wrinkles once once they dry completely. Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute here. Get out the ironing board. Now, I saw a video where, and quite a few people have those videos out where they iron their paper. Now, somebody told me even 2 years ago that I'd be ironing copy paper that I had dyed with watered down paint. I would have just laughed and said, okay, sure. And then what I do, I hope you got a chance to see. And see, because underneath it, the paper, the wax paper is like, you've saturated me too many times. I don't like it. Okay. So, got that going on. And what I have is my Ranger heated craft tool. And I'm only going to do this for a second because if you have earbuds on, I know you want to take them off right now. Because how boring is this? But I'll just show you what I do is I get kind of close, and the reason I do this and just go back and forth both ways is to get the excess water. It doesn't dry it completely. I just get the excess water out of that so that when I transport this into the laundry room, it will not be dripping and have me panic on the kitchen floor, you know? Even though the kitchen floor cleans up real well, also, it's just, you know how we do. So I do that to both of them. And then, like I said, I transport them to the other room to have them dry completely. And again, if I look at them and I'm like, nee, then I'll do it again, and I'll just start the process over again until I get what I want. This might be fine, this might be good, but as you know, once they completely dry, it's a lighter color. So what we can do now, though, I'm going to place this on top of this one. Okay, what I can show you with this, though, that you might find exciting, let me take my brush out, is I found it exciting. I do have this fabric, and as you can see, it is not white. It is more of a creamy color, okay? And so this, I tore the strips off of. This was a curtain that I got at a thrift store. And I think that, who is it? Target still has, they still have the shabby chic, you know, they used to have curtains and shower curtains and valances and all that good stuff and things for your bedroom, bed sets. And that's what this comes from. What had happened when they end up donating them to thrift stores, it's because they are like, oh boy, I got paint on it, which sometimes happens, which I think is the irony of something like this. Or it's stained, or in this case, it's seen a lot of love. And so I brought it home, washed it real good, but look how sweet this is when you dye it this way. Isn't that gorgeous how that comes out? I just thought that was beautiful. And what Clemmy does, like I said, she'll put it in, run it around, make sure you squeeze it really to get all that excess off. And I usually have, and I don't have right this second, but I usually have tons of paper towels, not tons, but I have paper towels around so that I can, you can also put this in your paper towel and squeeze it again if you would like. But look at the difference. See, these are coming out pinky lavender. But look at that. But of course, as you saw, this was a creamy color, so look what happens with that. And what I do, but it takes up so much time, I'll show you one more piece. But what I do is I go ahead and make sure I iron them too sometimes, unless I want it really shabby. And then I lay them out this way so that normally I don't have to dry them. And then let me show you this. This was a curtain, a lace, synthetic lace curtain that I got from another the same thrift store actually, and washed it. It had stains on it that I couldn't remove. And when that happens, I usually like to keep my lace curtains. I leave them alone. But if they've got stains on them that I can't get out, then this is what happens. Now this too, like I said, it's a synthetic. Now this is a 100% cotton, but this one's a synthetic. But look how sweet this comes out in this solution. It fascinates me. This was boiling water, and I've been doing this for over an hour, like 2 hours. Now it's cold, but look how sweet it comes out. It is just so sweet, isn't it? Super, super sweet. So we've got those two, and then I thought maybe we'd do one of these little doilies. You know how, I know, now see, there's a stain. I thought there was a stain there. Sometimes these have stains also, and I don't mind, or they have boo-boos. And so this is one that I cut out of a larger doily. Let's see what that one does. I don't know what it's going to do. Let's see. Let's do that one together. This is another creamy colored thread. Oh, wow. See, aren't they lovely? Now, interesting. Look at the two tones, guys. In the center here, it's more like a peachy pink, and then that beautiful pink the rest. Look how that, I hope that's showing up. Like I said, sorry about the lighting. This is all I could get for us. I think that's the only one I'm going to do with that. And do I have anything else to show you? I tried to do some of my Sari silk, but it's already like tea-dyed, so that didn't come out good. And then I have some, I'll show you, because I'm going to use it all, and some more dyeing I'm doing. Remember when Dollar Tree came out with their lace ribbon in the floral section? And it is 100% cotton, y'all. Now, it is a creamy color already, and this comes out tea-dyed, darling. But I thought I'd try some of these other methods with it. And then my next video, I'll let you see what I came up with. And I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me today. And in order to push this button, I have to take these off. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.